Hola,
Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are.
and welcome back to Frango's podcast.
Weehoo!
Pio, we are back again.
Guess who's back? Back again. Little Frango doesn't wanna go to school. Better put his headphones in and it's Frango's podcast on!
So we are back.
After a Christmas New Year's break.
Hope you all are doing just fine, and the New Year's brings you all this crap that every year everybody says we're gonna do, and at the end,
Oh, New
you
Year's
go
resolutions.
resolution
I don't
changes.
do
Personally,
New Year's resolutions.
why?
Did you? Did you
No,
get a New
no,
Year's?
no.
Me neither. I don't know. I don't think they work. At least not for me. Maybe for someone, but not for me. It's like they last one day and then it's like gone, so it doesn't make sense.
I think last time I did it was 2020, and then COVID changed everything. So I'm gone.
I don't know when it's the last time I did it. Probably when I was maybe in high school or something like that. Okay, so what is on today's menu?
Grilled frango with potatoes.
Frango with potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're kidding,
At
Frango.
its finest.
We're not going to eat you tonight.
Okay, so this time Frango is not asking any questions. It was our own reflections on what did we learn while recording Frango's podcast, more specifically the last 14 episodes of the
Disclaimer: we
podcast.
haven't grilled Frango. He's okay. He's doing just fine.
Yeah, indeed. So what did we learn?
Well, first of all, I think we learned how to publish a podcast.
Yeah.
I think it was like the first question.
Yeah, we learned we learned that there are platforms that you have to pay for. There are others that are for free. We learned that not every podcast is popular just because. And we learned how to use a digital audio workstation for recording, I would say.
Which still sucks, but we're learning.
Yeah.
Trying to improve.
Yeah, improving. Actually, I can't take credit for that. It's all Hugo's work, so
That's why it's so terrible, but thank you.
And we also learn how to promote ourselves a little bit on the social platforms, social media, which isn't our strong side, I think.
Our TikToks are quite popular.
Yeah, we started using TikTok, which is a big thing. At least, I don't know how about you, but I feel quite old for that platform. So I feel a bit like strange posting the videos there, but
you're like a frequent user. We have a full episode about TikTok.
I would say I'm a frequent consumer. But okay, back to what have we learned. I think we learned that, also I remember the episode we did for an interview with your music group. We have to be much better prepared while recording with various mics.
Yeah.
That is a challenge for this year.
Yeah, we would like to have more people.
Yeah.
And we really need to
learn
work on the recording.
technical part about that, yeah. But I think that was a good experience, because also, I don't know, for me, the part of like interviewing someone and asking the right questions and getting the people to engage, I think it's nice. I liked it as an experience, but I would like to learn more about that.
It was quite cool, because at the beginning the guys were like a bit nervous, or I don't know, kind of introvert, and you brought all answers from them.
Nice.
But let's go a couple of steps back, and I think like from the beginning, the biggest challenge was to find a name for the podcast, an idea, and the branding, and all around.
That was actually really hard, the name, and also the song.
Yeah.
That took us, I would say, good like two meets before we got the song all together. Like before we recorded any episodes, it took us quite a long time.
But that was, I think, like one of the coolest parts of our podcast, because when we
Yeah.
started, we were saying like we cannot be that podcast who has like generic song,
Yeah, just like a generic sound that you buy somewhere for like 5 years or something, that we want our own. Yeah, and I remember we redid the outro like way too many times, because we were okay, the intro is done, it's good, but we have to have outro that fits it. And I remember that you were like, okay, this one is good, and then it was like, I'm not feeling it so much today. Once I listened to it, I was like, well, I don't see the difference between this one and the other one. So yeah, that was pretty fun, I would say. But I think that for now, that's my favorite part of the podcast.
It's cool. And then you came out with our logo.
Yeah, and the logo, which is big thank you to Daniel Kahl, who made it for us.
But the original
draft
was really
I drafted it, and then he made it as it is today with all the colors and everything. So thanks for that. What else? Oh yeah, when we had our first guest,
Nati, our friend Nati.
I remember. I think what I took from that episode is that she really felt like she doesn't know what to talk about, like what to say. So I think what I would do for the future is to probably meet with the person at least like hour ahead and have like a spontaneous conversation, so that the person feels much more like comfortable and confident.
Yeah, I mean, I agree on that, but it was funny. Like, yeah, at the beginning, Natty didn't know what to say, but then she started to get involved into the conversation, and then she couldn't stop.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And I think what we learned, we have to be more strict with time.
Yeah.
Because we tend to get carried away.
We have longer, shorter episodes, but yeah, I think like we like to talk a lot. That's the reality.
Yeah, that's the reality. We talk way too much.
But something I really take from this is like now, for times you were not here, so we have to record episodes in advance and plan the things. And I was like, oh, in the 2 weeks I have a new episode. I need to upload everything. And then for the last months I learned to plan everything in advance, upload the stuff, and actually get published on time.
Actually, I think that's really nice to also to like learn to time manage with everything else, since obviously this is not our job. We do this as a hobby. So
if it were our job, we're gonna be just
you have to fit it within your work and other free time activities and everything, and like plan ahead, which I think that's true. It's really good. That's also a part why some of the TikToks were much later than the episode, because I couldn't plan ahead. Honestly speaking. So I will try to improve this year.
Thank you for your effort. We appreciate that.
Yeah. What else?
Well, for the creative part, I think it was always challenging to come up with topics and keep us like something that we are into and can talk about it, but at the same time not to be repetitive and
also not to be too like personal, so that you can feel part of the conversation and like feel like this is something you can relate to.
Yeah, and even we had many times personal stuff from us.
Yeah.
In the episode.
Kind of like put it in a way so that it doesn't, like when you are, for example, presenting travel, that you prepare a presentation somewhere where you went, you don't want to only put your personal stuff, but you want to put it in a way so other people can engage. And that is quite challenging. It's not as easy always. To put the things in a way so that the audience, aka Frangos, feel
Frangos army.
Feel included.
So what are we ranking for the future for this year? What's new?
I would say get ready for a bit of a change. And I I don't want to give up too much.
No spoiler alerts.
No spoiler alerts.
But if you feel like taking part in Frangos and want to be in one of our episodes,
Yes.
write to us. Don't be shy. For sure, you have something interesting that you want to
let us
would like
know
to share
on
with
TikTok,
the world.
Instagram, YouTube. Where else are we?
Yeah.
That's it, I think.
And if you know us personally,
Yeah,
you have our phone
obviously.
numbers. So call me maybe.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
From today now, just
Okay, so
restart. Glad to be back. Glad
glad
to
to be back.
see you through the microphone.
Yeah.
I can see you guys.
So let's see what we prepare for you for the next episodes.
See you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Be a good Frango until then. Bye bye.